Rihanna, we pronounced that incorrectly.
Oh, what is it?
What is it? I think she says it's.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. This is the latest episode of Don't At Me with Alex and Mykel, live from Studio A in Beverly Hills. I am Alex Himes.
I am Mykel Matthew, the one and only.
Oh, God. And here today, we are joined by one of TikTok's biggest stars. Ladies and gentlemen, the camera's zooming in right now. You can see it. The biggest, brightest star right here, Makayla Did. How we doing, Makayla?
I'm great. How are you?
Another beautiful day in paradise, man.
Absolutely.
Yes. You know, you're hanging out here in the mean streets of Beverly Hills, is what I like to call it.
Before we even get into anything serious, why exactly are you here today?
Because I was called by a good personal person to come do this podcast.
You can mention this person's name.
You can sound a little excited.
My cousin is here. Ooh. And of course, you know, this is family, and anything that my family does, I support.
Shout out to Elam for making this happen, producer
E. I kind of don't like the nickname for him, Bully, because I bully him. So I call him Bullied.
Bullied.
He's sweet to y'all, but he's sweet to us too. We're family, but
he's a giant teddy bear.
We know.
Well, he's trying to play the role of bodyguard. We know who really got the talent and the performance art side of things in the family. Sorry to throw the shade, E. But I want to ask, what specifically drew you into comedy and also all these other avenues of where you're working with?
I mean, since I could walk and talk, I was kind of just cracking jokes or singing, or like all I did was watch movies and TV. My mom could send me to my room and be like, go watch a movie, and I would sit and watch things back to back to back. So it's kind of just, I don't know, it's when you're a kid, if you listen to your kids and you pay attention to your kids, they'll tell you what they like.
Yep.
And so in that case, it was just, I was always drawn to it, and thankfully my mom supported me enough to let me do what I wanted to do. And so yeah,
you do many great things, you know, with acting, singing, modeling, comedy. Which one do you prefer? Like, which one you say is your best, or which one you have the most fun with?
I mean, singing is like my first love. That's my baby.
Okay.
But you know, even with your first love, like sometimes you always don't have time for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So then that's where the other stuff comes in that I also love. It's like my second, third, fourth, fifth kid.
Okay.
But they're still my kids, you know? I still love them.
It's everyone just when has favorite kids, though.
They do. I do believe that. I do believe people have favorite kids. They try to say they don't.
My mom tells my sisters that I'm not the favorite, but I'm the only son. I'm the baby. Come on.
Hey, I better be my parents' favorite. I know that.
I know. I'm definitely my mom's favorite.
When it comes to the comedy part, what made you want to tap into that side? Because you know, you starting to see more and more, especially black faces and voices, and female voices as well in that lane. What made you want to take that jump?
I mean, my mom always thought I was funny, or people that I was around always would laugh. So I wouldn't say I necessarily took it as like, oh, I'm a comedian, like I'm funny. I just thought like I could entertain the people around me.
Okay.
But weirdly enough, like now that I'm older, I've kind of been like, man, could I do an amateur night? Like a stand-up amateur night? Hey, I don't know though.
You better invite us.
I don't know if I'm ready for all that. But it, you know, it's just, I guess it's just what I do. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. There's no science behind it, really.
It's like just part of your being and who you are.
Yeah, like my favorite genre of movies are comedy. Like it's just, I don't know. I don't like to not laugh. So
yeah, because I think I make a lot of people laugh.
Yeah.
But I just don't think I can ever be on stage. Stop being a hater. I can never be on stage because that's just one bad joke could kill my whole vibe.
Yeah, literally.
100%. Like I always say, I've had friends say, "Himes, you're funny," and it's like, I'm funny, right? But I'm not comedy show going to entertain people funny. Like I'm funny with quips, like the type of person you'd see on one of those like videos where they bring in random celebrities, comedians to like give their response to a wild video.
Yeah.
Like there's a difference. There's a level.
Yeah.
Alex is lying too. He's not funny. He's not funny at all.
This is like the 7th episode in a row you've said that same phrase. You know that?
Oh my God.
Let you know. So with the comedy aspect of it, what are your favorite female comedians? Like you can say now or all time. Who would you say your favorite one?
Favorite female comedians?
You got Monique. You got Some more. It's a lot of names.
Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah, Tiffany Haddish.
Oh, dang. You know what's so sad is that, like, if I name my top 5, there aren't any women in it. Not because I don't think women are funny. We're hilarious. Yeah. But a lot of my, like, the women that make me laugh are really, like, comedic actresses. Okay. Yes. Instead of, like, comedians. Okay. Yeah. So, like, Monique is hilarious to me. Mm-hmm. Regina Hall is like, she's not a comedian, but she's funny to me. Yes. You know what I mean? Facts. No, yeah. Issa Rae, she's really funny. I did have a Tiffany Haddish obsession for a while. Like when she first Girls Trip, oh my God, I was like hung up on her. And then if I had to name like a 5th, I don't know. I think that I would probably have to round it up to the 4, but
okay,
like,
that's a Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. It's enough of different types of comedy that it's like, okay.
Well, you're in comedy and you're trying to change kind of the industry, right? Like we're seeing how people, especially in the younger generations, are taking control and really utilizing TikTok. Being that you're in the comedic field as well as multiple others. But you're also a minority in that field. Not only are you a female, but you are a black female in those fields. So what do you think your impact can be in changing that outlook? And how are you utilizing your platform to really change that perception?
The most that I can do is just be myself. And if people are with it, they're with it. And if they're not, they're not. Mm-hmm. Like I've seen situations where like I was at a comedy show, right? And this guy was there, and comedians would come up and he would crack up. It was so funny. And the women would come on and they were equally as funny, and he would not laugh. And I was like, okay, at this point, like, you're
That's
just,
intentional.
you just think like women just aren't funny. And we are funny. Mm-hmm. But I personally don't feel like every day I'm going to go on TikTok and be like, you have to laugh at me because I'm a woman and because I'm a black woman. Mm-hmm. You don't have to, but like, consider that you might laugh because it is funny. It is funny. So like, if you're being a hater, that's your thing. I can't check every hater in the world.
Please don't ever be biased. People out there,
they are though.
Men.
They are,
and that happens everywhere. Funny. I can't imagine what, from your perspective, the experience is. I mean, like, have you had to actually experience any dark side of the industry or entertainment or being a TikTok star?
Oh my God, all the time. But I just don't pay any attention to it. But like, even I was hosting a show on TikTok and it was called Black Voices Live. So already the title is like, we are speaking about black voices.
Yeah.
And throughout the comments, it was all of these racist things. But I swear, like, people are like, how do you do it? I can't fathom the idea to pay attention to those things. You know what I mean? Now in the real world, like, things that have happened to me in the business, of course, that's happening live in action right here to me or to other women or people in general. I've seen it. Okay. But as far as like on social media, typically I don't pay too much mind.
No, yeah, because I'm not even a comedian, and people heckle my greatness.
Right.
It is what it is.
Oh my God. Right. Says the man who literally said like 5 minutes ago, Himes, you're not funny. Mr. Bully.
I was always taught to be honest, and you know, I don't want you to embarrass yourself and pull out one of those terrible jokes.
This Leo Virgo dynamic, this is what I needed to know so I could understand.
This is 5 years of a relationship in the making. You sound like an old, bitter married couple at this point.
I'm breaking up with you in 6 months.
You're never going to get rid of me. You are never getting rid of me.
It together.
6 months? Oh, man. It should be a movie
half
right
a
there.
Year.
Hey, so the comedian thing, I love it. Keep killing it. You're really dope. But I hear there's rumors out there that you're an amazing singer.
Yes.
That's just like this crazy singer. So if I had to choose you or Rihanna, who am I choosing?
Now, mind you, wait, before you pick, I want you to know, your cousin may have spoiled that you may or may not be on The Masked Singer right now. So we don't know if what we're seeing out there is real.
I mean, no. I'm definitely not on The Masked Singer because...
How do we know, though?
Well,
we'll find out.
No, because if I were on The Masked Singer and I just said I wasn't on The Masked Singer, my contract would be over and I'll be fired.
Tobey Maguire said he wasn't in the new Spider-Man, and what happened? He was in the new Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield went on TV and said he wasn't in the new Spider-Man, and he was in the new Spider-Man.
Now Marvel, that's a different.
Yeah, that's a different world.
I think they probably tell them say no or. They have to.
Yeah. Man, think about how many times Tom Holland has spoiled stuff on television.
I don't know how he gets away with that.
Because he's Tom Holland. That's
because he's Spider-Man. He's Spider-Man. You really gonna hate on him?
I know, and he's already the guy, but still, like he has to get in trouble for something.
He's dating Zendaya, so you can do whatever you want.
Wait, is it okay? Is it Zendaya or Zendaya?
I know it to be Zendaya.
Zendaya.
I've heard it as both.
Maybe she says Zendaya. I don't know.
Yeah,
I call her Zendaya.
Yeah, I don't want to be that guy that's mispronouncing a name.
I mean, but Rihanna, we pronounce that incorrectly.
Oh, what is it?
I think she says it's Rihanna.
Oh, Rihanna?
Yeah.
Oh,
we say Rihanna, all
Rihanna.
American, but she's from Barbados, so it's Rihanna.
Dope. Yeah. That's how the Fleetwood Mac song is pronounced. Everyone thinks it's Rihanna, but it's Rihanna.
You see how she's trying to run away from the question? Who is winning the singing contest, you or Rihanna?
I don't know.
I thought it was Beyonce.
No.
Nah. Beyonce, nobody can touch Beyonce. You know that.
Look, you can't hear it. You can't hear it, but I'm zipping my mouth right now because I have nothing to say about. I have nothing to say about Rihanna.
So I have a great question. Speaking of Beyonce, who's forever been bae.
Yes.
The versus thing is such a big deal right now. And there's a versus that I would love to see because everybody brought it up kind of the end of last year.
Okay.
Who do you have versus Beyonce, Mariah Carey? Because your mom might have a different answer than you.
Who would I pick?
Yeah, who would you choose?
Oh, your mom's face right now.
The best 20 songs, Beyonce, Mariah Carey. Who do you got?
I mean, I'm going to go with Beyonce.
Okay.
Personally, I mean, Mariah's Mariah. Like, that's not taken away from Mariah. She's Mariah. Yeah. But throughout my entire life, Beyonce has been the staple. So, for me.
Yeah. Because Mariah has so many hit records.
She does for
people
sure.
Sleep. I'm like, people are acting like Beyonce about to just wash her. And I'm like, what?
Look, when one of your songs that you're most notable for is one of the songs that everyone hates hearing every time of the year at a specific time of year, you get negative points going into the versus battle.
Nobody hates that song, huh?
All I want for Christmas is you. Do you want to hear that every year on repeat?
I literally play it on November 1st. Like, the second that Halloween is over, I play All I Want for Christmas.
No, man.
Yes.
No. Because you go to any store. You go into the bathroom of like some department store and you hear it on the speaker and I'm just like, I can't escape this.
It's classic. It's classic.
There's a difference between having something that's a classic and there's overplayed. It's classic versus overplayed.
What do you want to hear then, Hines?
Yeah, for Christmas.
What? For Christmas music?
Yeah. Frank Sinatra, huh?
I mean, I love Frank Sinatra. Come on, you can't hate Frank
Sinatra.
What?
Yeah, I don't want to hear.
How can you not appreciate that man's voice?
Ultimate.
Put on Mariah Carey. Put on the Temptations.
You want to hear the Boyz II Men Christmas, huh?
Yeah, Temptations. I'm cool with that. 100%.
No, I'm a little.
I'm black, y'all.
I got a white Christmas playlist.
Santa baby, just leave the benzo under the tree for me. Yes, that's how we drove through Calabasas last year on Christmas.
Oh my God!
Nice.
Yeah. Did y'all play the wrong playlist? What's that? Santa Claus in the Ghetto? Snoop Dogg and those guys.
Come on, man. We had a whole playlist.
Hines.
It was called the playlist.
Who are creating these playlists for you, man?
It's on Spotify. It's called Hip Hop Christmas.
No.
Oh, damn, that's crazy.
That's how you know it's big.
That's wild.
So you had mentioned earlier that you were doing work with the TikTok Black Voices.
Mm-hmm.
So you had mentioned also that you had dealt with hate and all the crap that people gave you on social media. Mm-hmm. But during that process, what was your biggest takeaway from working on that project?
I mean, I felt like I was honored to even get the job because, of course, there were other people that did it as auditioned for it as well. So to be able to even do it was amazing. And it's a lot of responsibility hosting a show. It's, you know, the guest is there and it's exciting and they want to see them, but you got to hold the show. I'm talking to the team at the same time I'm talking to the guest, and I got to watch and I got to make sure and I got to do this and do that. And then I got dogs in the house, so I got to make sure they're quiet because it's a lot going on, you know? Mm-hmm. But it really just taught me that I can do it. Because when I'm in it, I'm in it. When I'm working and I'm busy and I'm focused, that's just it. I'm focused. So it really just taught me a lot about myself, but also how it showed other TikTokers and other people on the platform how important their voices are. I had a friend do her own like show on YouTube, and she was saying like, you know, it was so exciting to see that. And you know, it's just really anything that we do is always an example for the next person.
Facts.
And so any way that I can be a good example for someone like me that looks like me, I'm with it. So, yeah, it was exciting.
That leads to the question I have. Like, in which ways are you trying to, you know, inspire that next little girl or young boy that's like, man, I want to do this. You know, I want to be on TikTok and become this star. Like, what advice would you have for them?
To literally just do that and whatever you want to do. Literally, it's that easy though.
Facts.
To literally do what you want to do. As long as it's not hurting anyone, you're good. And as long as you're happy when you do it. Like I always tell my mom, like when I have kids, my main thing is I just want them to be happy. Yeah. So if my kid is happy working at McDonald's for his entire life,
I don't know about that one.
I mean, he might be though. Like that might excite him.
Maybe he can own a McDonald's or something.
He could.
You work there with the intention of buying the place at one point.
No, some people really enjoy their like they really go to McDonald's and they enjoy their job.
You know why? Probably.
Why?
They're stealing nuggets.
No, look at them. But I'm saying anything that you want to do that makes you happy, it is possible to. There's literally a job for everything. We'd be surprised.
Yeah.
And so, in any way that you can support yourself and be happy in what you do every day, then it is possible. Because I didn't even want to get on TikTok. I thought it was dumb. I was like, this is like, I didn't want to be a 20-year-old social media influencer, like TikToker. That just sounded dumb to me. You know what I mean?
It has like a negative connotation.
It does. Like when people ask me, what do I do? And I don't say TikToker. I say I do social media. Okay. Because it sounds a little more grown, right?
Yeah.
And so that's the reason why I was like, I don't even want to do this. Like, this is young to me. But look what happened. I said, okay, well, all right. And tried it. And now look. So it's just like, you know, stop holding yourself up from what you think it could be, maybe kind of like, no, just try it. If it don't work, all right, cool. But if it does work, use it to your advantage and do what you want to do with it. You know what I mean?
No,
you leverage it. Yeah. All right, we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about why Mykel is wearing his Laker jersey today. So Mykel.
Yes. So I'm a huge Kobe fan, have been for a long time. And, you know, being based here and growing up in L.A., he inspires so many, not just basketball players, but also just people who are chasing whatever dream. I'm just curious, like, do you draw any inspiration from, you know, the late, great Kobe Bryant?
Of course. I mean, you know, it's so weird when you, like, look back into your life, because I've never been into sports or anything. Like, I didn't watch sports. But these people, these icons and these legends, they do show up still, right? Yes. Whether you're watching the sport or not. Yep. And so, like, you don't really notice it until something happens. So, like, when Kobe passed, it was like, I don't even watch basketball, but it was like, whoa, like, that was a lot for me. So facts. I can only imagine for the rest of the world that's really invested that much. Yeah. You know, that really was a lot for the world. But I mean, once again, just seeing his work ethic and understanding literally how his brain, like, he was like a machine. Yeah. And it like, that's crazy that someone can really work that hard all the time.
That's a human like us.
Yeah, because I'd be like, ooh, like I need a week off, right?
Man,
right.
He seemed like he didn't take any time off ever.
The motor was constantly moving.
Always.
Like, this guy was constantly absorbing like a sponge.
Yeah, and it's like he didn't let himself slip into this place of, you know, of comfort.
Yeah.
It seemed like, which is really inspiring. And look at how he impacted the world and impacted the game of basketball.
No, yeah, facts.
Like, that's a big deal. And he was this young boy in high school.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like watching those old videos of him in high school. Yeah. It's like he's just walking around school like, yeah, I'm gonna
being him.
Who
Super
knew he was
cocky,
gonna be
though.
Kobe?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he was.
Super
He was.
cocky.
He was.
He knew he was gonna be Kobe, but the world didn't.
Yeah. So it's just it's really cool to see how his life.
The man won an Emmy, and he's a basketball player.
Yeah.
Like that part of his life always blows me away, and it just shows that whatever you want to do, you can do it. You just have to attack with everything that you have.
Yeah.
And he taught Mamba mentality, man. So rest in peace, Mamba, Gigi, and all those that we lost.
Yeah.
Dedication. That's what Kobe represents to me. It's dedication to the self, to the mind,
dedication,
to the ability, to your craft. Everything that you do, you should be dedicated with.
Absolutely.
Who was it? Keith Good News from the Good News Radio a while back got me to reread the 4 Truths. The line that sticks out with me is be impeccable with your word. And that's what Kobe is a representation to, which is all akin to, you know, dedication.
Yep.
And that's why everyone in the city of LA felt the knife plunge in their chest. Everyone across the planet that was a basketball fan felt that. And we keep his legacy alive by continuing the efforts that he put forth in our own way.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, hey, man, rest in peace, Mamba. Much love forever. Hans, what's up, man?
We are Don't At Me TV. Don't at me, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, fans. Comment down below. Tell us what you liked about today's video. Go check out Makayla Did on TikTok. All the crazy stuff that she's up to, and maybe if she's on The Masked Singer. We don't know. We'll find out eventually.
We're going to find out, man. I can't wait.
And as usual.
Hey, after this, me and her, we might have a little singing battle just to see what she got.
Oh, my God.
You know what we say about a series when a team wins 4-0? What's that called, Mykel?
Sweet.
Yeah, that's what she's about to do with you in that competition. As usual, I'm at Himes LA. He is
MykellThePG on social media.
Look at him being all official.
Oh, yeah.
Putting me to shame. We love you, fans. Stay tuned. We'll catch you next week.
Peace.